Okay, playing with the MAF sensor, mass airflow sensor, from my '05 Tahoe. So here's the mass airflow sensor. I've removed it from the air filter and intake. And then what I've wired up here, I've got a few things going on here. I have two power supplies. One is supplying 13 volts, and the other one's supplying 5 volts. So the 13 volts are going into the here's the positive. It's going into the mass airflow sensor. What is that? Pin 2. And then the ground of that is going into pin 3. Yep. And then the 5 volt, this is going to a 10K resistor on the signal line. So this blue line here is the signal line for the MAF. And then I got this connected to the scope. So this is a 10K pull-up resistor so that it will show a 5 volt signal like you see when, if I put the oscilloscope on the actual truck, on the sensor on the actual truck, we would see a 5 volt signal. It gets pulled up to 5 volts. Anyway, then I've got that signal line connected over here to my little scope because I just like wanting to play with it. And we can see when everything is at rest. Let's see if we can read this here. Will it focus? Will it focus? Probably not. If I put my finger there, will it focus? No, forget it. So I'll just tell you, it reads about 450 hertz, right? So there's the signal, and that's a 5 volt signal that it's dropping down to. Now, just for the fun of it, I've got this wired into my shop vac. So when I turn on the shop vac, watch what happens with the frequency. Let's see if we can get the glare out of there. So that frequency now changes to about 5.9 kilohertz. Isn't that cool? So the reason why I've got and then it's going to slowly, as the airflow comes back, there you go. So the reason why I got all this disconnected like this is that this MAF sensor, it's old, it's 20 odd years old. And so it's under-reporting. It's not reporting the correct amount. So when I get the new MAF sensor, I'm going to hook it up to the same thing. And I'm going to see if it's going to report the same amount coming through or not. That'd be just a fun thing to see because it's fun. There you go. Okay, well, here's my brand new Delphi MAP sensor. Again, I've got it hooked up with the 5 volt or whatever 10K pull-up resistor. And there's a signal. And you'll notice compared to the other one, it's a very sharp square wave signal that's on this thing. And if kind of breathe on this, blow a little air on it, we can see the waveform move. Now let's try it with the vacuum and see what the vacuum has to say. Oh, and right now it's reporting in still air 864 hertz. Okay, well that's quite a bit different. And it's reporting 6.3 kilohertz. So the frequency wasn't hugely different, but what was different is that this MAF, the new one, is producing a nice square wave where the old one, it was quite rounded, like on the wave itself. And so that maybe once the PCM was trying to convert the frequency to a MAF grams per second value, that roundness of the wave wasn't working very well for it. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see once we get it into the truck and test it there. So we're still in closed loop mode, which is good. Our load's at 94. Our long-term terms are 8 and 9. Yeah, we're good on this one. So there's pill number 1. So let's back off. This test, we can see our MAF sitting at 5.5. We're at a pure idle. And then now we're just going to accelerate flat out. And then all we're interested in there is just that shift point, that's all.